Hello lovely people, this is Romdy and welcome back to the second part of my snapshot look. This time it's 18W44A. I already tried to record this once, but I kind of mistook one thing for something else, and yeah, so now let's do this again. I am just going to grab some of the new items that got added in this snapshot. So, first of all, I want to say this is a crafting bench. And there have been a few new items added that potentially split the crafting bench into different parts. Now, people say this is not going to be the case, but I've also seen a few people say, hey, this is the case to make the crafting easier and to not have all the crafting recipes in one place. But I don't like this. So I'm just going to quickly put the crafting bench up here, and beneath it I'm going to be putting the stone cutter, the smithing table, the fletching table, and the grindstone. Now, basically, those four things are something that could also be the crafting bench. This one might also even be an anvil of some sort. So I'm also gonna just put this right there. So I hope that Mojang isn't planning on removing crafting recipes from the crafting table in order to have them on those items. But there is the possibility that that is going to happen. So yeah, these all have at this point in time no functionality. This will possibly be added next week in the next snapshot. But I think it would really not add anything to the game and just make it too cluttered and too complicated if we had an extra crafting table for bows and arrows, an extra crafting table for weapons, an extra crafting table for slabs and stone blocks, and like extra thing to to repair like swords and stuff. That's not needed. If this is literally just a split of the crafting table, it screams at me, we've run out of ideas, let's just take the crafting bench and like split it into a thousand pieces. This is if it's bad. If it's good, then those things do additional stuff. So if like this thing could like make it easier to craft arrows or the bow or the crossbow, and this thing could make it easier to craft weapons, and this thing makes it easier to craft stone slabs and whatnot, then I would be happy to see all of those things in the game. I still don't know what this would do, because it would literally just be, I guess, repairing your tools. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. So if they are additional things that you can make if you want to, and that you can have in your base, so that you, when you go anywhere, you take the crafting bench, and otherwise you take those, then it's okay. Yeah, if you have them standing in your base and that thing on the go. But if Mojang decides to remove the capability of being able to craft a bow from a crafting bench and put it in here, and remove the ability to make a slab and put it in here, then I don't see this working out. Then I see Minecraft being dead in 2 seconds. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about this. And the same thing we have for the furnace. So we have a furnace, and then we have got a blast furnace and a smoker. And as you can see, the block lag is intense at this point in time. So yeah, what do I have to say about this? Well, those two things could be additional to the furnace, but once again, the smoker could literally be just for food, and the blast furnace could literally be just for ores. And if that is the case, it's once again, oh, we've run out of ideas, let's just split the furnace into 2 blocks. That just doesn't make it better. So once again, the same as I said here, if those are additional stuff, with the blast furnace maybe being able to like to smelt a lot of things at the same time, while the furnace is still only able to like smelt things slowly, then yes, sure, great concept. If the uh, smoker is able to cook food quicker, maybe, then yeah, sure, great thing. So I guess I'm just stuck on this block forever now. Yeah, it's not gonna update, is it? Yep, I'm stuck on this block forever. But yeah, so what I wanted to say is those additional crafting benches and additional furnaces and all of that stuff, yeah, it's good if it's really additional and we want to have them in our bases. So if we say, hey, I could still craft stone slabs here, but with this with the stone cutter, it's 10 times as quick and like uses less resources, then sure, then it's great. Then I'm going to have this and be happy about it. But if it's literally I can no longer craft stone slabs in the crafting table, I need a stone cutter, which looks like a slab. So I'm like, don't you need slabs in order to make that thing? Then it's not good. This is what I have to say about those items. Okay, so now we come to all of the items that I'm not complaining about in It Could Go Terribly Wrong Mojang. Th those are only 3 of them, but I think they are great. Actually, there should be 4, but one of those blocks just happened to have not gone where I wanted it. So, the blocks that I'm happy about is the barrel, which is going to be storage. I would like to see it being storage for liquids, so that it could store like water or food items or potions in it. I think this would be cool. At the moment, it can store items and has the same inventory as a chest. I'm just gonna try to switch my game mode. This is gonna take some time. So at the moment, it's yeah, just a chest. But as I said, all of those blocks have not really been implemented yet, so it will get its function eventually. Also, I've just clicked on that thing, so it should open at some point. But that is the problem. The snapshot is really laggy and really slow, and it's partially because of my crappy computer, but also partially because it's just a snapshot. So you see, at this point in time, the barrel only is a chest, and because no functionality has been added to it, I could now put an item in, but as soon as I break the barrel, the item doesn't do up. So this inventory is not implemented in the slightest at this point in time. So we don't know. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be an item storage, but I would really love to see if it was a storage for water and other liquids, which would be cool. And it might be that. Then the next block is the lectern. You will be able to put a book on top of it. It will also be able to give out a redstone signal if a book is on it. So that is surely a great thing, and you might be able to just step up to it and like read out of the book without having to take a book and open it. So that's a cool block. And the next thing is the cartography table, which I don't know if this will be used to display maps or to make custom maps, but I think it might be used to make custom maps so that you can make a map and say put a cross on it or something like this. That might be the functionality of this table. So those 3 I'm really happy about. They are surely great additions and can be used in a lot of different ways. Yeah, the barrel still kind of places sideways when you put it like this. So if you want it facing upwards, you need to place it like this. But otherwise, yeah, they can surely be good. But yeah, please don't just split the crafting bench into 4 other blocks, Mojang. Please don't do this, because you know how survival works. If you, for example, don't make a base because you don't want to, then you have all your items in your inventory. And if I have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 items in my inventory just to craft something, we seriously have to ask some questions. And then 3 more items just to smelt something. That isn't gonna work. That is not going to work in the slightest, and so please, Mojang, don't do it. Like if like those things spawn in villages and have additional capabilities to the crafting bench, I'm happy, sure. If you can, I don't know, change your bow or put enchantments on things like easier or whatnot, then it's okay. But if it's just a split of the crafting bench, then it's the worst thing ever. I can't repeat this enough. I'm just going to put lecterns in front of everything here, then it's a good place. Yes, great. Now it looks much better. But yeah, so those 3 those all here could be really bad and killing the game, literally. If you if you just make things more difficult, it could just kill the game, and I hope that doesn't happen. So much for the new blocks. Also, what I want to show off in the video I tried to record earlier, I forgot, but now I remember. If we get some dice here and write a sign, this is gonna take ages, right? So we say this is blue. Now you might say this is not blue. Well, now it is. You can now dye the text on signs with dyes, and it's really great. Then we say here, as soon as this thing opens, green on black looks nice. Then we take the I like actually wanted the lime green one, and bam, we finally have green on almost black signs. So we can finally make a, I don't know, a terminal look to signs. Yeah, so we can finally dye the text. This is wonderful. Now I think you could dye text with commands or with JSON files or with whatnot, but or like with the sign that you can't type in Minecraft. Yep, exactly. You couldn't type that character that I'm trying to type, which is like a loss symbol. I mean, I could quickly try to type it and copy it, but I think it just didn't work. This symbol is what I mean. And yeah, you couldn't insert it. So now you don't need to. You can just color the signs with a dye. Now, if you break the sign at this point in time, you don't get the dye back, so you do lose the dye, but I think it's not a big deal. Yeah, it can just work out nicely anyway. So that much said about that. Is there anything else I still wanted to cover? I actually don't think so. Well, I actually still wanted to show off the bell, but obviously it doesn't do anything at this point in time, so I'm just going to put this in here. Yeah, there is another item, it's called the bell. I have been holding it and placing it in the course of this video at some point anyway. Yeah, at the moment it just stands around and does nothing. It supposedly could be used in villages to warn them of like the pillagers coming. I don't know if that is going to be the case, but I like the bell. It's just an item that could be used for building in quite a few ways too. So yeah, ding ding. So yeah, I mean we do have a new mob, which is the cat. There are 10 different types, but because the lag is so bad now, I won't be able to spawn cats here because it just takes 10,000 years. Maybe if we do the daylight cycle to false and the weather, maybe that makes it better. So now let's try to get some of those cats. You need some raw cord, and eventually they are supposed to come near to you, and you should not make quick movements of any type, way, or form. So yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it for the time being. But those are going to be stray cats. They are going to be spawning in villages, which obviously adds something to the villages which are getting updated anyway with this version of Minecraft. So yeah, I think that was all for this snapshot. You have so much lag that you don't even run away from me. But I also can't. Let's click the cat. So yeah, this is the snapshot. And I just can't stress enough. This should be additional blocks and not killing that one. Yeah, so then thank you very much for watching, and next I'm going to make a thing for the textures. A video about the new textures which are in this snapshot. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.